We are down in Santa Clara, California at the office of Peel, just P-E-E-L. Yeah. And these are the two founders of the company. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves and give us a little background on who you are and what this company is?
Sure. My name is Turu Arunachalam, and I co-founded this company about 2 years ago. And a quick background about myself: I started out as an engineer. I worked at Apple, and HP, and then did several products. And then, am I talking about my sort of background and things like that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And then I went to post-Apple. I went to business school. I went to Wharton, post-Wharton, worked at Booz Allen for about a year and a half, doing consumer strategy, but then figured out that I really enjoy building stuff and playing with technology and simplifying people's lives. So I got together with Bala, and we had an amazing journey, which we'll talk about.
And what's your background?
My name is Bala Krishnan. Co-founded the company through the fall of 2008. Before Peel, I was a senior software engineer at Magma Design Automation, working on the flagship product, and also dabbled on a few projects, mainly in the internet-connected devices, entertainment, and sharing experiences.
Okay.
So did a couple of iterations there, and then finally landed on the Peel vision, which we'll talk about today.
Okay, so let's start at a high level. What is Peel? I know right now we are in your office, and we've got a giant television set up. We've got a bunch of components and remotes. So what is this? And I see you've got this device, which looks vaguely like a plastic fruit. Tell me, what is Peel?
When I come home to watch TV right now, today, I have my set-top box, my Roku box, my Apple TV, and my DVD player, and then I have to navigate through a bunch of remote controls, and then I go take a look at this thing that looks like a spreadsheet, which is the TV grid, and then I start looking for what to watch. What we said is, can we combine these two concepts and just simplify the whole experience by putting it on a second screen like an iPod Touch or an iPad or an iPhone, where people can have an intimate experience where they discover shows, and they touch the show and magic, and they start watching that show.
The whole point of Peel is that people eventually want to get to the content, and that's the whole point of the living room here. And people use remote controls like these and devices like these to get to their content. So content is what's important. So what we're doing is putting the content in your fingertips, and that's where everything begins. Everything begins at content discovery. And once you've figured out what you want to watch, it's as simple as touch the content, watch the content. We take care of all the internal, like sending the infrared code, switching inputs, and taking it to the right source, and getting that content playing for you.
What you called as a vaguely looking plastic fruit, we like to call it a pear. It's really beautiful. And you leave it on a coffee table or a bookshelf or a fireplace mantle, and it reasonably is pointing at your devices. And exactly like you said, for example, if I wanted to go and right now watch CSI, I just tapped on it, boom, we're starting to watch CSI at this point.
And so how much does this device cost? It sounds like there's going to be a software component to this involved, where you're downloading the data as far as which shows are on, which movies I may have on my DVR, that sort of thing. And then there's the device itself. So how much is the Pear device?
So the Pear retails for $99.
Okay.
And the app is available in the Apple App Store, and it's free of cost.
Is this out yet?
This will be out on the 8th of March.
Okay. And where can you get it?
Apple stores, both online and the brick and mortar stores.
Okay, so they're selling it in the Apple Store.
Yes.
And just to add to that, the app itself is free, but you could completely use the app without the hardware. So what the app actually serves is, it serves as a amazing, visually pleasing TV discovery platform. It takes the information that you have available in your cable box. You may have Comcast or DirecTV or something like that, and it organizes it by genres. You can quickly lock into a sports channel that you might be interested in, or sports program that you might be interested in. And it supports search. Most importantly, it has a recommendation algorithm. The more you watch a certain type of a show, or the more you actually tap on a star and say, that's my favorite show, it will start tailoring the TV programs to your taste in about a week.
So it learns over time. I don't have to go through a wizard where I'm explaining, I like this show.
No, you don't. And if you don't like a show, or if you don't want the app to actually recommend that show anymore, you just simply tap on this X button, it'll cut it out. It'll never recommend any shows from that channel or that specific category.
And is one of the things we've seen a lot of recently, particularly on like the iPad, has been this idea of merging television content with social, where you're
Right.
checking into a TV show, or there's a new application that is sort of a Shazam for television, where it listens to the show and then shares that with your friends. Is this something you guys are doing as well, or are you primarily right now focusing on the viewing experience, making it easy to jump to the show that you want to watch?
That is where we are starting, but we want to roll in social features pretty quick. Right now, in terms of social integrations, what we have is you can tweet and Facebook about the content you're watching, and but what we really want to do is enable cool social experiences around the show that you're watching. So it's on the roadmap and it's coming.
Okay. And so I guess going back to the company itself to
Yeah.
talk a little. So you said the company was founded, what, in 2008?
It was founded in 2008.
Fall Lloyd, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
And
And how big is the company? How many people are working
right
on this?
now there's 15 people. It's actually a really small company to actually have gone from sort of doing hardware, firmware, cloud, and iPhone, and we're also having an Android app coming out. So we're really proud of our team. It's a really small team, but we're doing a lot. But we're 15 people.
And have you guys raised any funding?
Yes, we have. We closed Series A June of last year
Okay.
with Redpoint Ventures.